Hello children, welcome back to chemistry class. Today we are going to discuss p block elements. In p block elements we will discuss carbon family. What? We will discuss carbon family. So let us see how many elements are in carbon family and what is their state. Either they are existing in a free state or in combined state, and if they are existing in free as well as in combined state, so in which form they are being found and how many elements are there. So let us discuss that. So in carbon family, what is that? Carbon family. Carbon family. Carbon family means what we say? 14 groups elements. Group elements. So how many elements are in 14 groups? Let us see. Carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and lead. Okay. So how we can remember them? Carbon atomic number 6, 14 and 31, 32, 50 and 82. Okay students, so if you learn one element's atomic number, you can learn others also. So what is the trick for this p block elements? If one element's atomic number you learn, need not to learn all the elements atomic number. So for that you have to learn just this number, 88, 18, 18 and 13. These elements we have to learn. These numbers we have to learn. Let us see how we can learn it. Okay. So like this number, by adding these numbers we will get the atomic number of other elements. And let us write their electronic configuration. So what is electronic configuration of this one? 1s2, 2s2 and 2p. So for this we will write, at last we will get 3s2 and 3p2. This is 4s2, 4p2, 5s2, 5p2, 6s2 and 6p2, like this. Okay students, and let us see here. Carbon exists as in free state. In free state it exists in form of diamond, graphite, etc. In combined state, carbonate in form of carbonate, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, carbon tetrachloride, chloroform, like this, etc. And carbon has 3 isotopes. Carbon has 3 isotopes. What are that? Carbon 12, carbon 13 and carbon 14. So these 3 isotopes it has: carbon 12, carbon 13 and carbon 14. Okay. These are the isotopes, and this carbon 14 is used as carbon dating to find the age of the given trees, and to find the age. Carbon dating means to find the age, how many years old that given is. And the 7th elements, the most abundant 7th elements in earth crust. Okay students, is it visible? I think that is visible, so you can see this. Okay, so we will discuss that. Diamond, graphite, etc. it is in free form. In combined state it is formed carbonate, means many are there. It has 3 isotopes: carbon 12, carbon 13 and carbon 14. And carbon 14 is used for carbon dating. And it is most abundant element, 7th element in earth crust. Okay, students. So I will rub it. Next is in this silicon. Silicon is second abundant element in earth crust. In earth crust. In earth crust means in oxygen is found in first when earth crust oxygen is found. Second is silicon, and it is found in form of silica and ceramics, etc., and for formation of glass, etc. Okay, and this is germanium. So germanium is used, means it is a rare element. It is metalloid. What is? It is metalloid. Okay, and pure form of this one is used. Pure form is used it exists in traces. It exists in traces. Okay, and this one exists as SnO2 and cassiterite. And it is exists as galena, PBS, in form of galena. So these are the sources in which they are being existed. Okay, and other, if you see cassiterite, it is existing. What is I wrote? Cassiterite. Here it is cassiterite. Right. That is existing. That is galena. PBS galena. Okay, students. So like this we have to remember it. We have to learn like this. Let us move to other properties. So if we discuss about this, first is electronic configuration. That is electronic configuration. So the general electronic configuration of 14 group elements is NS2 NP2, because we have seen like this, we know 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. So this is being included. 2s2, 1s2, 2s2 here. So last two we are taking as a general electronic configuration. So general electronic configuration of these elements, which 14 group elements, is this. Next we talk about covalent radius. What is covalent radius? Okay, so covalent radius, covalent radius increases down the group, covalent radius increases down the group. The covalent radius of these elements are higher than that. sorry students, covalent radius of 14 group elements is lesser than 13 group elements. 13 group elements due to increase nuclear charge. Okay. Next is ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy. So you might be knowing that ionization enthalpy means general rules that ionization enthalpy decreases down the group. But if some problem is there, so that is being affected. So like that it happens here also. Okay, the ionization enthalpy decreases down the group from carbon to silicon, and after that there is no regular change in atomic radius. Sorry, covalent ionization potential. So what we have seen, ionization enthalpy decreases down the group. Ionization enthalpy decreases down the group. So what will be the order? Carbon, then silicon, then germanium, then tin, and then lead. So next property is melting and boiling points. What is melting and boiling point? So melting and boiling point of these group elements is higher than the 13 group elements, because these group elements form covalent bond to each other. Means we can write the elements of this group form covalent bond from each other. Covalent bond from each other. Therefore, there are strong. Therefore, there are strong binding forces. Strong binding forces between their atoms in molecule. As a result, dissolved in solid and in liquid state. In liquid state, atoms are strongly bonded. Next one is metallic character. What is next is metallic character. Next one is metallic character. Metallic character decreases down the group. Decreases down the group. Metallic character, increases down the group from carbon to lead. Like this, carbon, silicon, these are non-metals. Germanium is metalloid. Tin and lead are soft metals. So today we will have discussed this much, and in next class we will discuss rest property of this element. Okay, thank you students.